What's up everybody, Jake here, and today we're talking about why Gibson is suing Dean. So if you're a guitar player, you definitely know that a couple weeks back, Gibson released a video called Play Authentic, completely trashing guitar companies and making themselves look like complete idiots. And then they announced they are officially suing Dean and Luna Guitars. Yay, what a great move, Gibson. Awesome. So why are they suing Dean? Do they have a reason? Well, they actually do. They are suing them for $14 million. They're suing $2 million per violation. So the 7 violations are, the first 2 are the Explorer and the V. So of course Dean is known for their V series and Gibson has the Flying V. And if you put those 2 next to each other, they do look damn near identical. They pretty much are identical besides the headstock and electronics. Okay, so there's that. Maybe they have a case here. Then you go on to the Explorer, or what Dean calls the Z series. So again, very, very similar layout. The literal only difference you can see besides the headstock is the Dean is a string through. So you're probably thinking, oh, the V and the Explorer, yeah. The Z series and the V series are straight knockoffs. Maybe they have a point. Except Dean has been making these guitars for 40 years. These were released in the late 70s. Gibson should have done something then. The fact that they're trying to do something now is a joke. Moving on, the SG. So back in about 2012, 2013, Dean did a small run of these guitars called the Grand Sport. Ha, SG. Grand Sport. I see what you did there. Where they are, again, very similar guitars, except that guitar is kind of like squished looking, but it is the same control layout. A lot of companies have knocked off the SG, but typically when they do it, they move the controls around or something. Haha, not Dean. They pretty much kept everything the same. Next up is what's called the Gibson Modern. They claim that the ML is a knockoff of the Modern. Out of all things. And people have started to make points that they are pretty similar if you just stretch the wing on the Modern a bit further, but really that's a stretch. Haha, see what I did there? That's a really big stretch in my opinion. I don't think they look anything similar. The point they have with the SG and the V and the Explorer is they all look very similar, but the Modern really doesn't. Now, other people are saying they might be suing over the headstock design, but the original Moderns did not have that V headstock. That is new, and if anything, that copyright would be the other way around, where Dean would be suing Gibson for that. Next up, the Hummingbird. Yes, this is directed at Luna guitars. If you're not aware, Luna is Dean. Luna is a branch of Dean. So they have a guitar, it's a concert style body that's called the Hummingbird and has a hummingbird on it. Okay, Dean, this one was stupid. I'm sorry. I know you can't really patent a word, but come on. That is such an iconic design, and the fact that you just did this, that was a bit foolish. That one I do see where Gibson might win that case. Then you have the ES335 guitars, which, again, are absolutely identical besides the selector switch position. You put these guitars on top of each other and they match right up. So, yeah, that might be another place where Gibson wins. And lastly is the headstock design. So Gibson has a copyright on the dove wing or open book headstock, and Dean does a similar design on a lot of their guitars. But the problem is theirs goes much deeper into the headstock, creating a much different look, and I really don't see them winning that case. So those are the 7 things that Gibson is suing Dean over. Again, they are suing $2 million per violation, equaling $14 million. What do I think of all this? I see it from both perspectives. The V and the Explorer, throw those ones right out the window. That's stupid. They're not going to win that case. I highly doubt it. There's something called a statute of limitations, which is a time frame in which you have to defend your patent, and I'm not going to speak for what that time frame is. It's different per patent and what type of patent. I'm the wrong person to be speaking about that. However, I doubt that it's still, I guarantee that period has expired. 40 years is a long time, and the fact that they have been making these guitars continuously for 40 years, they have to be outside of that statute of limitations, and there's no way they'll win that one. As far as the headstock, again, it goes so much deeper and creates a different look. I really doubt they will win anything for that one. And as far as the Hummingbird, that Gibson might just win that one. I mean, they are using a very iconic name and design, and the fact that the guitar has a hummingbird on the exact same spot on the pickguard that the Gibson Hummingbird does, that was a very foolish move, Dean, and that one, you guys might have to fork over some cash for. The Modern, there's no way. They look so different. That's not going to happen, and again, Dean has been making those guitars for a long time. That one is too far of a stretch. As far as the SG, again, I do not think they'll win that one because the guitar is so differently designed. It's a much more squished in look, so I don't think really Gibson has much of a chance with that one. Lastly, the ES335 design, that one I think Gibson might just win. Those guitars are so identical besides the selector switch and a few cosmetic things. That one I do think Gibson stands a chance. So, about this whole lawsuit, I do still think it's a little ridiculous, but I do think Gibson has some points. There's, 2 or 3 of these violations in which I do think they should pursue and they should win. But the fact that they are so heavily pushing the V and the Explorer is an absolute fucking joke, and there is no way they're going to win those ones, and that is a cold, hard cry for cash. What do you guys think of all these lawsuits going on? Do you think Gibson even stands a chance with any of these? Let me know down below. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, throw a thumbs up on this video, and any comments, throw them down below. See you guys later.